guys? Back at it. Back at it like a crack addict. No, just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? Just like my boy said, man, I got that Home Depot fever. Let me disconnect my little Bluetooth JBL speaker, which that might be what you'll be hearing me on right now because it does have audio on it and it's connected to my Bluetooth because I'm jamming out. This is my little workshop speaker. My little brother's little giant, I think he would call those. But yeah, I'm going to go get me some boards. Like I said on my last video, I'm going to be building me a what should he say? The fucking quail hutch, right? You know, little quail cage. And I seen these, watch out, they have the Diablo double pack. Usually you buy one of these 24 teeth plates, 7 1/4 for $10 a piece. They said they had 2 of them for $12. Home Depot right now. Can't beat that. Hanford. Yeah, in a Diablo, you got your 7 1/4 teeth, and you want to shoot some little easy good blades for framing, just like these. You want to just cut some 2x4s. The one I have right here is a 40 tooth. Or another one I have on there is a 40 tooth. That one's $15 by itself, but it's good for plywood to get a nice good cuts and shit. Nice clean cuts. Well, this is Home Depot, but you know what I'm talking about, right? A nice clean smooth cut. That's what that 40 tooth will give you. This one's a 24 tooth. Now it might look like it has a lot, but that's because there's 2 blades together. But yeah, I only got these for $12. I kind of jump on that. It was out of my price range, but oh well. You know what I'm saying? When you can't jump off a little special like that. And I needed me some gloves. They had these Milwaukee's extra large. They're level 1. They're only like little simple gloves. They're like for simple stuff, but I'm just gonna use them just to help me out a little bit, so I won't get some splinters, as many splinters as I did. And my little locks, some pinche, some little hinges, and I got that little market on Milwaukee little marker for $1. Marks on everything, sawdust and all. And for the bottom of it, since I'm gonna have quails that are small, I'm gonna grow them out. I'm also gonna grow it out as a little brooder. I'm gonna use it as a little brooder. It's gonna be 2 feet wide. I'm gonna use it as quarter inch cloth. Yeah, 1/4 inch hardwood cloth, galvanized. And it's 2 foot by 5 foot because that's how wide it's gonna be and how long, the length and the width of it. So yeah, let me get the stuff out of it, and that's gonna be the top over there. I got a 6 foot by 26 inch galvanized thing. Got that for $15. These pieces I already had 4 of these 4 right here. So yeah, let me pull those 12 out. I bought 12 of them just to have it, just in case. I think you only needed 6 more for the project that I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be doing it simple. I'm not going to be doing the egg catcher on it. I always take long on my videos because I throw a little extra in them. But fuck it. I did have that left over from my last one. I'm going to be cutting that in half to round it off at the edge. I'm going to have some plywoods in the back, so I'm going to security, I guess, and save me some wire. What was I going to show you guys? Oh yeah, this is here. This is my little plan that I drew up, my little ghetto plan. See, there's the top. It's a little common one for quails. You know, a lot of people build this. It's a little sketchy and stuff, a little fucked up, but I know how I'm gonna do it. That's gonna be the door in the center. That way I can reach on both ends. You know, probably make the door about a foot wide, you know, as big as that other one over there for my or maybe a little 1.5 foot. That way I can, get my big ass shoulders up in there. It don't really matter. I'll measure it right now. I'll show you guys in a bit. Let me get this stuff off and measure off the first 5 footers, which are going to be these ones right here. Those are going to be 5 feet, right? All together. Then I'm going to start building the side frames, and then I'll put these long ones in and stuff. You'll see right now. I'll show you in a bit. Okay. Well, turns out my phone's just too smart. They'll continue to use the phone's microphone instead of that microphone. So, all right, JB, I guess you could take a break. But yeah, I got these cut out. This is a 5 footer. This one's right here, 5 footer, 5 foot exactly. This one right here would be 1 foot 9 inches because you got to cut it out so it can be equally. It can be equally 2 footer. Busting out the new measuring tape. One second. Okay, see now? Now that that's there, and that, see there, 2 foot. And these pieces that are left over, don't throw away none of your pieces, because these right here will probably measure out exactly the size that I'm going to be using for the door. And if not, well, then I'll use another purpose in the scrap box right there for a later project. So don't throw away none of your pieces. Now that I have, those are the pieces. These are the ones I'm going to be drilling the pile holes, as I did on that side already. I'm drilling the pile holes, and same over here. Make sure everything's nice and even, or almost even, Like that one, I thought it was almost even, and then Palos, they hit a switch. But it's all right. Shit, little mistakes will happen, and it ain't perfect. So let me bolt this one together so I can start building the other one over there, and then we'll put them together, and then I'll build the two long ones, the two another 5-footers, and then maybe even shorter, and then we'll start putting the plywood, and then chicken one around, and it'll be done. It's a simple one. Be right back. Alrighty, now you got both frames done. 5 foot tall with what did I say these were? 1 foot 7 inches, I believe. For those, you're gonna drill your pilot holes. Put 2 number 8 screws, size 3 inches in one. These are 2x3s. These are what I'm using. The length of the boards, which are these, that are gonna be running across, and in total to get 5 feet, you're gonna have to cut these at 4 foot 7 inches. Because of that width and that width, brother. You can't just cut 5-footers. I mean, you could cut 5-footers and then put it out here, but then it's going to look a little bit more sloppy. I want mine to look chingon and shit, so I'm going to do some nice framing. I'm going to be drilling those pilot holes as I did on my other one over there. I might put it a little bit higher because the thing, but then I don't know how. Or I might have to put them esquineados, you know? Who knows? Nah, I think I could squeeze a hole, a screw in between both of them. So we'll measure that right there, and then we'll put a screw in between both of those. Yeah, we'll see right now. Let me start cooking a little bit, and then I'll show you guys my finished product. All right, you're gonna get your 5/16, I believe it is. I'm gonna double check one more time. Got a pinche camera. There it is. You can even see it, 5/16. That's what it's saying, 5/16. You get your 5/16. Then you drill out just half an inch in there. Just eyeball it in between. That's what I did. I eyeball it in between. That's right there like that, right? And then I'm gonna get this little drill bit, which is 332. And then I'm going to drill it in there and finalize the pilot holes, right? And you do that to all 4 corners right there. And you're going to be doing that as well to these. So I'm going to be doing that as well to these too. So you can stick your boards, pues así now, you know, through the bottom. So everything will be nice and por dentro and shit. I'll show you right now, watch. Let me show you. It's just a little bit more work, pero se mira más neater. Looks more neater. A little bit more work, but it looks more neater. Check it out right now when I'm done. All right. So now that you got your pilot holes drilled out, you wanna shit, you can't even see. But yeah, you get your pilot holes drilled out. So put your screws in like that. That way you can put your board, hold it up, and fucking screw it in like I did. And then you get both sides. Then you get the top ones, and then you do the same to the bottom ones. And I'll show you right now what she looks like, and then we'll start building the door. Or we're saying we'll put something else on it, but let me finish framing it up, right, me? Okay. Once you get your 4 beams on there, like I said, 4 foot 7 inches. That way I could reach a total of 5 foot. You're gonna get your 6 foot galvanized little sheet. Put it on there. Make sure this part in the back, it's nice and flush against the edge. And then you're gonna wanna make sure each edge is a 6 foot and this is 5 foot. You're gonna wanna put 6 inches on each side of here. Then you put 1 bolt here, 1 bolt in the corner, 1 in the center, and then you center a bolt in between each one of those. I'm gonna get in the file and probably bending those, or with the hammer, I'll probably just bend them sideways, since it's a little more work to do with a file, you know. Or once I get my grinder, I'll probably grind my little grinder wheel and grind those off. Or a hacksaw, either way. I'll get a hacksaw. And yeah, just make it look neater. And your birds won't get hurt. And then you're gonna repeat the process. Put some in the front, maybe 1 in the middle, you know, just pin her down, maybe 2 in the middle, depends how good you want her to look or how many screws you have. What to say, 2 in the middle, 2 in the middle, or 3, depending on the people. Some people want to put 3 to make this motherfucker bulletproof, but you know, it'll hold. You're only throwing some quail in there. So once you're gonna doing that, I'm gonna put the plywood pieces in the back, and then I'm gonna start making the frames for the doors. Then I'll start putting the chicken wire around it. I'm probably gonna put the chicken wire on the inside first before, you know, so it won't be so hard. So I'll put the chicken wire on there first, and then I'll put the back part, and then yeah, let me put the chicken wire on the bottom first once I finish the roof. Okay, well, here's the bottom piece on. Let me show on at a wide angle. You're gonna want to get you your little roll, right? Extend it on there, measure it nice and even, or as even as you can get it. Even though I tried, I don't know how long, mine still came out. Some came out to be a little bit crooked still, but not too much where it made a major difference. It's just that tiny bit right there. You see, it ain't much. It ain't much. It goes down right there, and then it goes back to even right there. But it ain't, you know, that ain't nothing big. You're gonna want to cut the little corners once you get it up in there. Start off on one side, put one board like this, go on the other side, put the other board like that, stretch it out till it's nice and even. Then once you're stapling it, you're gonna want to run this board across or several for better weight like that, and then you can run it, just go around and then just staple each little corner. Remember to put pressure behind that shit, because you won't get flush staples. You would have to come back with a finishing hammer and give it a little extra love taps. But it ain't nothing big. Nothing that's gonna hurt you from your project from looking good. So, you know, let's get her done. Now that I put the bottom piece on there, I'm gonna be framing the door. I'm gonna be framing the door on there. Once I get the door on there, then I'll start wrapping up that other 1/2 inch. This is 1/4 inch. I decided to get 1/4 inch to the bottom, just in case I decide to grow chicks out in here. It's not too big where it'll hurt their feet too much, and not that the hay and the what do you call it, the pine shavings can still hang out on the top and stuff like that. Little stuff can go to the bottom, you know, etc., etc. You know the deal. But yeah, let me frame the door up on there, and I'll show you guys the measurements right now with you, and we'll start putting in that piece on there and that piece on there in the back. Actually, I might put that piece on there right now. All right, y'all. Before I get any farther up in it, I went up on and put in all the corners in. Now what I was first gonna do was just roll it on and, you know, and expect to fit it on there. I thought I almost fell short because this wasn't long enough. As you can see, I barely made it by cutting out squares. So what I did was I measured out 2 foot by 2 foot and cut out 2 foot squares for this side. You're gonna need an extra foot for plywood and a 4-footer. Or you can cut yourself your own 5 foot by 2 foot length, however you want to do it, or get you a 4-footer and then cut a foot off of one with your circular saw. Then you're gonna want to do the same for all corners. Cut a square out 2 foot by 2 foot. This one, since I didn't measure the door, this side was a little bit shorter than this side, as you can see right there. But that's fine. I ain't even tripping. You know what I'm saying? I can still reach all the way to the back and grab me a huevo and shit, go over here and grab me another huevo, and everything is good. Everything's reachable. Everything's up to arm's length, and that's again 5 foot by 2 foot. Now what I'm doing is I'm building the door. Fuck, I don't even remember the measurements, but there it is right there. What I did again was to fit it like that, long ways this way instead of flat, because flat was just a little bit too short for the scrap pieces of wood that I had. And so, okay, I thought something was wrong. I was like, what the fuck? Something came out short. And okay, it's gonna go like this, and that other foot right there, and then I'm gonna put like some fichas down there like my brother taught me, and then I'm gonna connect the door, and then palos. Hopefully nothing raspa aquí like on this side. Let me connect this other side. Like I did on this one, you're gonna drill the big pilot hole and then the small pilot hole, and then put your screws in there. Así no agarran bien todo, all the way parejo. Flat like that, how it is, you know. Get you a nice square frame. But let me finish up this door, staple this thing on there and put it on, because I need to go take my niece downtown. So let me finish this up real quick. She's been waiting for a while. Alrighty, thank you. Okay. You're gonna want to put the little mesh on the gate. Make sure you put it on your good side, on your bad side. You want to have these nasty my bad, I keep doing it. Make sure you put it on There you go, wide angle. Make sure you put it on your bad side and shit, so you won't have your fucking you know what I mean? For that side, it looks way better than this side. So make sure you put, you know, the mesh on this part on the other side. You know what I mean? Shit, I can't even explain myself more. I'm dumb motherfucking shit. But yeah, you know what I mean. And then when you put on these door handles, the little thing on the side, and it's always helped me out a lot, because I always fuck around and just put them on, and then it comes out all crooked and shit, like I did on my chicken coop. So follow these damn instructions, because they're on there for a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your shit like that right, and then you get your pencil or marker or whatever marking utensil you have. Me, I carry a Sharp in my pocket, and then you want to cover up those holes. That way they're nice and matched up and shit. You know, they're meshed up for me, you know. And then you have them like that, right? And then you get your little tornillitos, your little screws, and you screw them on there. Then once you get over there, then we'll see a little bit different and see how we get it on there. But for right now, follow those rules and make the damn holes. Así la punta, you know. Mark those out, because. And always start with the door first. Always start with the door first, and then you move to the frame. Ooh. What are they? Remember I told you needed to find some features for the door? Well, what I did is I grabbed the ends off my screw box, and I folded the corners up into 4, and I stapled those on there with a stapler, right? On the bottom, like it quedara like a little lift on the bottom. So now you see there was that little lift because of that paper. So there's not much on the doors. So se abre bien, you know. Let me put you at the wide angle. Keep forgetting. But yeah, that's it right there. You're 5 foot in height, 5 foot in length, 2 foot high, and then 2 foot wide. That's it right there. It's old Betsy. Plywood back. 1/2 inch on the sides and for the door. And then for the bottom, I use 1/4 inch, like I said, for their feet, so they can be nice and comfy on their little toes for the chicks or whatever I decided to put in there, but most likely it's my quails once I grow them out. And I'm well buy them, you know. But yeah, that's it. And it looks like you don't need to buy 12 of those 2x3s. I had 4 left over, and I used, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 out of the fucking 4 out of the 12 that I bought, plus the 4 that I already had. And I still had this piece over, and then that little piece, and then some other little ones left over. And yeah, so shit, maybe a total of 8 2x3s. Yeah, 8 2x3s, and they're $212 a pop or $228 a pop, I think, at a Home Depot. Get you 8 of those. One of these are 16 bucks. These little personal squares, these right here, are about $6 a piece. Or you can go like me and buy the whole sheet when they have them on special for $13, a 4x8, and get it cut in into 4 of these. And you're gonna, for $6 more, you're getting 3 more of these for free. And then you get one of these, and you cut one of these off. These are ones that were left over out of my rabbit hutch. So it was perfectly 1 foot, because I was cut off the 3 foot that I needed for the hutch, because I was only 3 foot wide. But yeah, here's my little rabbit hutch slash brooder. The door came a little bit tight right there on the thing, and it's a little bit tight, but nothing that I can get no sandpaper, y poquito right there, and it'll slide in. I mean, it's hardly anything right here. Just get a little sandpaper, maybe some 80 grit or something like that, you know, give it a nice quick sand, and she's good. But I like it like that too, because just in case this pops off on accident, that'll stay shut and nothing will come out, you know. So that's kind of good. That's not really much of a negative for me. All I have to do is now just cut off these little squares to make it look like a little bit more flush, like this one. And that's it. And I mean, if you wanted to too, you can put more fencing down there on the bottom, and you can have like a little separate one, so you can have like a double stack, you know what I'm saying? You can have your rabbits in the bottom and your quails on top, but then your quails will be shitting all over your rabbits, so you probably don't want that now. Yeah, never mind. Unless you put plywood on the top of that instead of this. But yeah. Well, that's it for mine. Guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification for more videos. And shit, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you want me to build. Shit, if you want me to build you one of these. I mean, they're not all that, but I mean, they are basic and they're good and they're sturdy. I'll give you fair prices. I'll fucking buy the material. I'll show you the receipt, and then I'll just we'll talk from there, from the labor and part, because yeah, I don't mind helping people out or whatever. So hit me up if you're interested in these. Either rabbit hutch, a cage, anything, man. Just come up with an idea, or let me know what you're interested in, and I'll give you a little sketch of what I can draw, and we'll go from there, or anything. Yeah, just hit me up. I'm local. I'm in Riverdale, California, down here in the Fresno County, and shit in the Central Valley. You know what I'm saying? But hit me up if anything, man. I'll make you something and have your animals nice and happy and shit like that, and we'll make sure we'll give them the right cage they need for the right situation and everything. But all right, guys, see you on the next one. You already know the deal, yo. So, till the next one. Alrighty, outies.
12, the people's choice.